Hello students. In the previous few lectures, we have learnt about the scalar product. We know that if A and B are two vectors, then the scalar product is given as A dot B, and this product turns out to be a real number, or we can say that it is a scalar. Now in this lecture, we are going to learn about an interesting product of vectors known as vector product. Now what is a vector product? Consider these two vectors. Say this vector is A bar and this one is B bar, and the angle between them is say theta. Then we say that the vector product of A bar and B bar is given as A cross B. See, the multiplication sign put here is called as cross. So A cross B, and this comes out as a vector. So that is a basic difference between the scalar product and the vector product. Okay, A dot B is a scalar, whereas A cross B is a vector. So vector product is also known as cross product. Same like how a scalar product is known as a dot product, isn't it? So same way, vector product is called as a cross product. Now let us study little more about the vector product. Now A cross B, I told you it's a vector. Suppose we have A cross B is equal to C bar. Okay, where C bar is a vector. Now for any vector, you have two things to be expressed. That is, two things are required for a vector. First of all, we need to have a magnitude. And secondly, we also need to have the direction. Now the magnitude of A cross B is written as mod A cross B, and this mod A cross B is given as mod A mod B sin theta. So far so good, isn't it? That is mod A cross B. The magnitude of this vector is A mod B sin theta. Now what about the direction? The direction is another matter altogether. First of all, before going to explain further, understand this, that the vector which is when we say A cross B, okay, this vector is perpendicular to both A and B. So if you have A cross B as a vector C, then we can say that C is perpendicular to A and also C is perpendicular to B, both the vectors. Okay, and C, now A and B lie in the same plane. So C is perpendicular to the plane of A bar and B bar. So this much you understand by this now. Okay, now going further, to find out exactly what is the direction of C bar, that is A bar cross B bar, what we do is we use a particular rule, and this rule is known as the right hand rule. Okay, the right hand rule that is there. Now what is the right hand rule? It is also known as right hand thumb rule. Now what is the right hand rule? In the right hand rule, suppose A bar and B bar are two vectors and they have the angle theta between them. Then suppose you take your right hand. Remember, take your right hand. Okay, and if you hold it this way, perpendicular to the plane of A bar and B bar. See, A bar and B bar are lying on the flat page. So the page is a plane containing A bar and B bar. Now suppose you take your right hand and you hold it perpendicular to, say, in the direction of A bar, perpendicular to the plane of the page. Okay, don't hold it flat but hold it perpendicular like this. Now suppose you move your fingers, not your thumb but these fingers which are there, you move your fingers along the direction from A to B so that they curl and pass through the angle, say, theta. In that case, what about the thumb? The thumb remains upright like this, and whichever direction the thumb points, that is the direction of A cross B. Okay, the vector product has this particular direction then, A bar cross B bar. And along this direction, suppose this direction on the page, I am showing it by this particular vector and pointing in the upward direction. Okay, this particular vector that is there. And along this direction, if you take a unit vector called n cap, then we can say that A bar cross B bar is equal to mod A mod B sin theta into n cap. So over here, these values mod A, mod B and sin theta give us the magnitude of the vector, whereas n cap being a vector itself, it's a unit vector, so it gives us the direction. Okay, so as a result, A cross B is a vector having both magnitude and direction. Because it's a vector, of course, it will have magnitude and direction. So thus we define the cross product of vectors. Now when we learned about dot product, we learned that dot product is commutative. Isn't it? We saw that A dot B is the same as B dot A. Okay, A dot B is the same as B dot A. Now what about B cross A? Is A cross B the same as B cross A? Is it so? No. This is absolutely wrong. It is not so. Why is it not so? Let us come back to the right hand rule. Now B cross A will be a vector going from B to A. See, A cross B was a vector going from A to B. Okay. So B cross A will be a vector going from B to A. A cross B went in the anti-clockwise direction. What about B cross A? Now B cross A, we cannot take it this way and come to A, because that would mean covering a bigger angle. No. We take the smaller angle involved over here. So that now to find the direction, we hold our hand this way, in the opposite direction. This way. Okay. And from here we come to A bar. From B we move to A. Now when our fingers curl this way, our thumb is pointing in the downward direction, opposite direction. As you can see, the thumb is pointing in the upward direction, downward direction. Okay. So all of you can try it out at home. Okay. So that is why now B cross A is a vector which has the same magnitude as A cross B, because that is also given by mod A, mod B sin theta. But what about the direction? It is exactly opposite to what is A cross B. Okay. So as a result, now in this page, okay, this direction is in the downward direction. Okay, pointing behind the page. See, this direction is pointing in the upward direction towards us, whereas this direction would go behind the page actually. So we can only show it this way because we are working with a two-dimensional system. We can only show it this way. And so since it is in the opposite direction, a unit vector along it will be written as minus n cap. So as a result, therefore, we have B cross A is equal to mod A mod B sin theta into minus n cap. Combining it, we get minus mod A. The minus sign can be written before mod B sin theta n cap. That means this vector B cross A has the same magnitude as A cross B, but the direction is opposite because of the minus sign written over here. So therefore we say that B cross A is equal to minus A cross B. That means the vector product is non-commutative. The vector product is non-commutative. So just to show you the right hand rule, I had to take a lecture in this way. Okay, I hope you understood the right hand rule and how to determine the direction of A cross B. Remember, A cross B is a cross product of vector A and vector B. It has a particular direction because it's a vector. The resultant is a vector, okay, which is perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. Okay, and this gives us the definition of the vector. Okay, rather this property gives us the definition of A cross B. And B cross A is written as minus A cross B because it has the same magnitude but the opposite direction. So the remaining concepts we are going to complete in the next lecture now. So see you in the next lecture now.